The final non-conference tilt for the Tennessee Volunteers before the SEC slate gets underway comes your way in a matter of moments as the 5th-ranked Volunteers host Norfolk State. A couple of 9-win teams coming your way from the Food City Center.
Jam the shooters, make it difficult for the Spartan team to score.
Last game for Tennessee was back on December 21st. And the Vols will start with the opening possession. Adu has a couple of looks at it, tapped around, and finally taken out of there by the Spartans. And they're going to say a tie-up, and it'll go to Norfolk State. Connect winds his way through a couple of screens, but they'll back it out.
It's interesting watching Ziegler play because I think there's more confidence in that knee that you talked about that was operated on last year. I think game by game he gets
for a while. 6'6", 220-pounder. A lot of offense here to start this one. 2.5 minutes in. Josiah James Jordan off the mark. Josiah Jordan James, I should say. There's the follow-up, and the Vols lead it by 5.
Struggled at times, but that's only against some of the bigger teams. Has been on the rebounding edge, this Tennessee squad.
The first basket for the Spartans. Tennessee comes right back down the floor. A little turnaround is good from Coach Jones. Thought he'd be all right, but this has been a little bit of a bonus for him. Top of the key three from James is good. A 41% marksman from behind the arc on the year.
Might be a key to their season if Josiah Jordan James can do that consistently night in, night out. He's a tough matchup if he does at 6'7", 225. That screen and roll, when he picks and pops, if he shoots at 40% level, they'll be elite.
Swinging around the perimeter. Ziegler. Boy, good ball movement. Vescovy in and out and in.
That's nice to watch, Dave. Ball was very close, and he spoke highly of Kim English and helped him to quickly get into head coaching.
Meshack averaging 30% from behind the arc on the year. That's just his 4th. A little over 5 points a night.
And a good start beyond the three-point line for this Volunteer squad. 3 of 7. It has not necessarily been the strength of their team this year. Oh, my. Well, we already talked about 4 guys that shoot it beyond 4. Always the key to against Tennessee is you don't sit on the ball. You got to make hard cuts, but that ball's got to move. If it sits, that allows Tennessee to sit in their defense. His game's got to change, but he's got to be and learn how to be effective, game in, game out, and he's got such talented players around him that you just play with the guys. Now, Vescovy, I think he's got to get his game going to where he's an all-league type player, and then this team is as good as advertised. They're a top 10 team.
1 out of 2 at least. Make 1, get a point at the line.
Make 2.
Yeah, what was that? Did you play in the 3 to make 2
cool
era?
I did.
Not
I didn't 0 for 2 and had that third one. You think it gets loud when you're shooting for sandwiches and chicken in college?
That's right. I get loud when there's a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, that's true. Hard academics in the fall, lost his grandmother, who is the holidays that you can kind of get plugged back in, get fresh again, get away, not totally away. I mean, most guys go to the gym, find shots to get up, but his career has just been phenomenal. And as you said earlier, he'd like to top it off with a trip to the Final Four, maybe a national championship. Right on cue.
Right on cue, yeah.
Space so that he does get going, because then he's a different type of animal to deal with because of how smart he is and how he plays the game.
Beal knocks home a 3 right over Ziegler.
Good shot looking. He was almost looking for a foul on that.
There's a takeaway. And a nice layup there as Thomas gets another basket.
Norfolk not afraid to push and attack this Tennessee squad.
That was Ings. Excuse me. Thomas on the bench with 2 fouls. And answers right back. Dalton connects with another 3 for Tennessee.
Vital to have a guy like Connect at 6'6" be able to stretch the defense. The basketball is comfortable with a jump shot outside, just under 40% beyond the three. We've seen him take it off the dribble. A wide variety of things he has on the offensive end. Bits of rebounds, but not been able to put back many. They've
back home.
Now he'd like it if they played better.
Right. Yeah, he may change his mind about that if Tennessee doesn't start clicking a little bit better. There is Connect, gets his own miss off the backboard. Sakai, left hand, no good. Nice box out underneath by Norfolk State.
Good
a
step.
Euro step from George Beal.
You know, I'd like to see Vescovi, when he turns the corner, instead of just picking up the dribble, try to make a play. Try to put more pressure when he comes down when he threes this year. 5 points already in this ball game.
A little too strong. Connect the rebound. Nice pass and the flush for J.P. Estrella, the freshman out of Maine.
Yeah, run the floor. Reward your bigs for sprint rimmers. That again, they can space it as they run. That allows their bigs more freedom when they run rim to rim because you've got shooters spacing it out.
Tennessee creates the turnover and Ziegler lays it in.
All heart, all hustle. Yeah, they really do.
Connect, working on Thomas, has those 2 fouls. Back to Connect. Shoulder fake and tries to throw one down.
Oh, baby.
Well, good to see a smile on his face.
9% on the year.
All-tournament team to ball, so we entered the transfer portal and finally signed with Tennessee. And
Take away by Ziegler.
And the second steal from a sideline out-of-bounds play by Ziegler. One he stole in the backcourt, this one in the front court. See if he answers it back, he does.
Ziegler steps into that one and knocks it home. You heard it rip the net. Got back there to block that shot. Connect. Lays it up and in.
I think it was Estrella that made that pass in the post. 2022 NCAA tournament. So matchup zone. Terrific play against his own defense. You got great guards out front with good eyes in the way they pass it. Good set play right away and recognized quickly by the offensive team in the Volunteers. You want against the zone. The field, so he has really struggled. Good to have a first half that you snap out of a few things, get a couple easy buckets, get a couple looks from the outside.
It is a 15-0 run right now for Tennessee.
Nice play.
Vescovi knocks home the 3. 300 of those in his career for Santiago Vescovi.
He said really their trouble is when their shooters don't take the shots.
Yes.
For the most part, they take quality shots, but if their shooters don't shoot it, then they're totally out of rhythm because we have said that many times when we do a Rick Barnes coach team. I mean, they absolutely lock you up and frustrate you. And if you're a player playing against a team like this, oh, good pass.
Tyro Bladen.
Dave, I'll say this. I did play a long time ago, but Magic Johnson, they kind of gave him assists when guys would make a free throw. Or even if Magic took it out and the guy dribbled up like 37 times and scored when they were in L.A., I think they just gave him assists. Good pass. Good little high-low. Ziegler is every.
Zaya. Jordan James back down the court. They'll swing it around the corner. Vescovi.
Nice ball fake.
Ziegler out of 7 from behind the arc.
And Norfolk State has allowed Ziegler the open looks. I mean, they're not chasing him and running at him even when he goes up to shoot that 3-ball.
Boy, Thomas in traffic drew some
and that opens up things.
Free throw attempts already.
Well, we've seen he's aggressive off the bounce. He's very difficult to stay in front of now. He's matched up with the guy Ziegler, who can stay in front of most hits. Nice pass.
Wow. Adu with a throwdown. Kings gets his own miss, throws it back up. Nice job by Christian.
Able to throw over the top easily.
Will be a walk-up. A little bit of trouble. Get it out to the perimeter of Ziegler. Shot sound. Mayshak shot no good, but another opportunity. Ziegler will try for 3. Zakai Ziegler with his 3rd 3 of the game, now in double figures. Tennessee with a little floater in the lane, stretching this out to a 30-point game.
And Jordan Gainey with the little floater. He's got a lot of game. Shoots it well, handles it well, can do a lot of things. He's had some good games early in this season. Another transfer.
Came back over 15 a game last year. Associate head coach with Rick Barnes.
Obviously, his dad's on the staff, as you said, Justin Gainey, but he said it was really, Jordan Bowden. He'd work out with him over the last few years because he's around the program in the summer times and watched him grow up and become a good collegiate player. And Bowden kept saying,
Justin Gainey, associate head coach with Rick Barnes.
I like his offensive ability. We haven't seen a lot tonight so far, but I do like the.
Again, they average 20 wins a year.
That's kind of what they do. Yeah, that's what they do. Last year they lost to Howard in the tourney final, and Howard is picked to win the league this year, led by Shai Odom, preseason player of the year. Kenneth Blankney, the coach, former Duke.
Strong take to the basket, and it hangs up on the
3% free throw shooter.
Sonny, he now has 120 free throw attempts. The next closest guy on the team has 41.
And he's doing it from the point guard position. Sometimes you see that with bigs inside.
Mayshak rips
for an easy look. They've missed some wide open threes, but that was right on the money.
Thomas lost the handle. Mayshak back the other way. He gets pushed out of the way by Mading, and that'll be a foul. And Sin Connect
getting back into track, 79% free throw shooter. He's got to get that stroke.
Connect leads him in scoring. Connect. Walker off the backboard. Well, they still have an answer for him. At 6'8", 250 out of Hyde Park, New York. I go in there as a young guy in my mid-20s, and I was about as intimidated as I've ever been to talk to a guy. And boy, was I so wrong about Coach Barnes. He might be the nicest man I've ever met.
Yeah, I think some of his former players might disagree at times in the improvement in areas that his teams can get better. And year in and year out in the last, 5, 6, 7 years, we know they're going to be at the top of this league. Whether they're going to win it or finish second or third, but they're going to be fighting for a championship.
8 games for the season. He didn't go for double figures one time, but he's now 4 of the last 5. He's posted double figures. That's a tough shot right there.
Ooh, well, he's averaging just under 8 this season. beautifully done. Good ball fake. Terrific assist.
Again.
A nice three, but the assist by Vescovi. Ball fake one way, skips it to the corner. ZZ knocking him in from deep.
21 assists.
And we always talk about Kentucky because they scored 92 points a game. If you can get wins on the road, it's going to be awfully hard and very special if you can.
Joe Lenardi has 9 teams from the Southeastern Conference in his field as we'll begin to start talking about the NCAA tournament and who's in, who's out. But right,
Ole Miss obviously has. What about South Carolina or two ago? Will we be talking about in March and go, wow, we didn't see that coming, and they'll surprise?
Nice little baseline running jovers to 1 assist. Kind of jump at you. De Leon inside to Estrella, who was fouled in the country. Who actually ended her collegiate career.
Defensively, that he trusts what they can do. I remember last year going to watch him practice in England. De Leon, he loved how he played, liked how he shot it, liked how he worked at it.
Just 5 games, but he brought him up as another guy that could get him some.
Playing Tuesday, Saturday, or Wednesday, Saturday. And when you play in a league like the SEC, it is tough. Night in, night out, physical. There are going to be some times a guy turns an ankle, guy goes down. So any of these players you see on the court or the freshmen that we saw on the screen, you're going to be called upon to do things. And the best thing you can do when you're young is you guard people, handle the basketball without making mistakes, and can you go to the free throw line and make free throws. Anything else, if you get making jump shots, that's one thing. But it's the things you can do to be a solid contributor. Maybe one night of.
And he went right back to that word we talked about most of this game.
Yeah, I still think, I think they have good shooters that just, they've not yet as a team got in the rhythm of shooting the ball. Their numbers are still lower than they should be. What we've watched tonight is they have open looks that they've not connected on. And
yes,
that will be the key for this team to beat great teams.
There is. Tell you what, through the non-conference, Sonny, as we talk about conference play, if you haven't had a chance to watch Reed Shepherd play yet, he is fun to watch, buddy.
Yeah, he brings an element that interested in the good shooters missing the wide open. Because
Allen rolls around the cylinder and pops out of there.
If you play a Rick Barnes team, Dave, you just never get a break. If you're an offensive player against the team, you kind of think, well, this 5 years in there, they won't play as hard. They are going to play as hard. Rick Barnes expects them to play hard, expects them to guard. No easy looks or easy breaks for this Spartan squad.
21 turnovers. Played 15 games. This is their 16th game on the way.
2 seed in the powerhouse. Fang Mitchell's squad got it. And one of the big things for the MEAC at the time.
Well, Chris Fields working hard, rewarded with the basket. De Leon gets it to the other freshman, Cameron Carr. Colin Coyne, who was playing in just his 2nd game with his first points of the year. The crowd moving a bit after that basket.
Well, a good warm-up game, Dave, for Tennessee as they get ready for SEC play. It wasn't totally pretty, but they did what they're supposed to do.
That'll be the ball game. 23 assists on 30 made baskets. It's a Kai Ziegler with a career-high 5 threes and 17 points to lead Tennessee to this 87-50 win. For John Sunvold, the rest of our exceptional SEC Network crew, I'm Dave Neal saying so long from Knoxville. Let's get